am Dr. Evil, and I will take over the world. Ha 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 ha. Who are you? I am Dr. Evil. No, I am Dr. Evil. I am the original Dr. Evil. No, I am. I was Dr. Evil before Mike Myers was even born. Oh, really? Yes. You wanna bet? Yes, I do. How much? $1 million.
Well, hi, it's the State Super Hero Geek here. I'm in a situation now where I think I mentioned in the other video that my apartment complex stopped allowing our cable company and internet company to service this complex anymore. And as a result, a little dirt there, we lost our internet, and now our cable's out with a new company, etc. And we got this thing going on where we have neither internet nor cable. So I'm shooting these videos. I'm going to go post them in my cigar shop that has wireless because I'm using my tablet here. And even when the new one is installed, I won't be able to do anything on my tablet. So this has been a great situation. But anyway, so I finally decided to show this. This, of course, is Dr. Evil. This is the plain mantis version of Dr. Evil. And I had the original ideal one, a little story behind that. I mentioned there's a store called King Norman's Kingdom of Toys in San Francisco, where I lived for 15 years. And they came out with this ideal. Now, I also said Mattel. No, it's ideal. And I can't remember how much it was initially, but I went in there one day and I guess they just weren't selling, and they had him, not this particular one, but they had the ideal one originally in the original ideal box for 98 cents, and I bought him. Had him for quite a while, and I ended up giving him to my friend Eric, who he said it was okay for me to use his name. That was my friend next door, had all the stuff, Captain Action stuff I was always jealous of, and I ended up giving him my Captain Action and my Dr. Evil. Now this one I bought, I can't remember how much it was, but I bought it on eBay. This is the first time I take him out of the box, but he wasn't new. This is used, and it said it was used, had a little text saying it was used. So, but this is the first time I took him out of the box for this video. So just to goof around, have some fun. But Dr. Evil, the original Dr. Evil. Okay. Now, I thought I'd talk about some mixing. I notice you can see a lot of my collection behind me. I have a fair amount. I know there's a lot of people out there have many more than I do, but I've got well over 200 figures and adding all the time. I thought I'd talk about a couple of things here. Speaking of Captain Action, again, these are plain mantis, and this one was the Kato version, where I guess a Captain Action figure came already dressed as Kato inside there. There's Kato, and I'm assuming this is a Captain Action doll inside here, playing Kato. Kato was not one of the original Captain Action superheroes. Okay, there's a list of I could start rattling them off, but I probably wouldn't name all of them. But Kato was not one of them. Anyway, and neither was the original series that came out. Neither was the Green Hornet. Now this box is not in really good shape. This is a plain mantis Captain Action as a Green Hornet. Now, I should say, you probably know, if anyone knows anything about this, anyone knows a lot of box damage here. Like I say, it's not in great shape. But the original Green Hornet came out later. There was at least two, and I believe the ones that came out later after the original series of superheroes that Captain Action could change into, they added Spider-Man and the Green Hornet. Now, if you can get an ideal Green Hornet suit, which was just a suit. It didn't have the figure. They were only the suits. Okay. And those are very valuable. The listing I've seen them is about $4,000, so they're quite valuable. But this is Green Hornet. Now we had a Green Hornet fan club when I was a kid. My sister and I started it because we were big fans of the show. And my intention was to go up to Idaho, where Van Williams, who played the Green Hornet, was the only surviving cast member of the Green Hornet series, and I wanted to meet him and have him sign this. Interestingly enough, he lived on a ranch up there for quite a long time. He was originally a Texas man, and then moved up there to Ketchum, Idaho. I've been through Ketchum, very small town. I was going to go up there and hopefully meet him and have him sign this. Interestingly, he lived right next door to, for years, Adam West, who was the TV Batman. Like I said, I wanted to do that, and then I discovered, looking online, that in December of 2016, Van Williams passed away. So the hope of doing that, there it goes. But and then of course Adam West passed away not long afterwards. Anyway, but this I will say was hoping to have this autographed. But anyway, good collector's piece. So. Anyway, wanted to show some things here. Talk a little about this. Not a heck of a lot, but comic books. Like I say, I'm not into comic books that much. I used to really be into have tons of them things. And anyway, while I don't really even read them, if I'm in someplace that has some comic books and I see a number 1, a lot of times I'm attracted to a number 1. Like I showed you that I got the Dead Man number 1 in the revision of Dead Man. This is from like 1981, 82, I think. And this is issue number 1. Originally, Dead Man was in Strange Adventures. Was always the second story, but he had his own comic book, and I bought this number 1. And I've shown this before on more than one occasion. This is the Captain Action comic book number 1. I've got 3 of these, and I said this comic book just bombed. No one's even the least bit interested in it, and I got this for around $10. I don't expect this to ever be anything really valuable, but number 1. Like I say, I got 1 through 5, 2 sets of 1 through 5, and I got 3 number 1s. So just for the heck of it. Also, because I like the Avengers, I took an interest in this. This was a series, a 1 through 10 series, and I have number 1. And this is Vision and Scarlet Witch. Now, I guess they get married in the comic books. So, this is the number 1 issue of that. And as a cameo in this, the little character Tigra, which I have one of my favorite figures, is a guest in this. I was, again, surprised that Vision didn't come back in Avengers Endgame, but the Scarlet Witch showed up and she kicked Thanos' ass pretty good. So anyway, but this one here. Now, the reason I showed those is because I was in that local comic book store, or it sells action figures too, and they play role-playing games and things there. They got an area set up for it. They're a bit expensive, and I saw this comic book, and because I'm a fan of not only this character, but I just love Scarlett Johansson to death. And this is the Black Widow number 1. And I picked this up because it was number 1. I haven't opened it, I haven't looked at the story or anything there, but just because I think it's a good idea to get number 1s, I picked it up. So I'm happy with it. I say I'm not a comic book guy anymore, but occasionally I'll pick them up. And like I say, if I think they might potentially be valuable sometime, I'll buy them. So that's why I did that. Okay, a couple of figures I added. This series of action figures, I know they're Hasbro, and they've got a lot of these out, and some are interesting, some aren't. They have the greatest figures, and the articulation on them isn't very good. I've used these a lot of dioramas, but these are actually much cheaper. These are like $9.84 at Walmart, and I saw this one, and I picked it up, and this is Captain Marvel. Not a bad figure, and, I picked up. Now, I keep hearing from people that they didn't like Captain Marvel. They didn't like the movie or anything there, and A lot of the hardcore Marvel fans didn't care for it. I thought that movie was good. I liked it, and I think she was really a butt-kicking hero. But her powers are great, and I think she's going to be the new leader of the Avengers. And I liked her, and I like Brie Larson, and I thought it was okay. So, and can't wait to get it on DVD. So, but Captain Marvel. All right. I had never bought a figure from GameStop because, as you probably know if you're collectors, that GameStop tends to be more expensive than places like Walmart and some of the stores and things. And I was in there. I was looking for the Ebony Maw figure from Endgame and Infinity War. And they didn't have it, but I looked at some of their figures. Once in a while, they have some good ones, but I look at them, because they're expensive, and I didn't, I didn't pick certain ones up. I almost bought the Sabretooth. Now, this is an interesting story too. I said I want to get a Sabretooth, and I said, "Can you hold this for me till payday? I get paid in 10 days or something like that." "Oh yeah, we can do that for you." So I went back a day earlier, and I said I was going to be. I said I want to pick that up, and they said no, they had sold it. They said no, we only hold them for a day. So the guy told me he'd hold it till my payday, and they sold it, so I didn't get Sabretooth. I saw this one on the shelf, and I know that it's very hard to see this figure on the shelf in a store, and not especially interested in it, but it is a tough figure to get, and that was the Doc Ock. And I saw this, and then I went to, this isn't GameStop, and I went to that other store that I told you is quite a bit more expensive. And like all of their Marvel Legends are almost $30 each. It doesn't matter what it is. They got some interesting ones there, but I just, not hesitant to pay that much for them. I might get them online cheaper, and so I don't really buy it. I haven't bought anything from them as far as figures go. This one was $22.99, and that's about $4 more, $5 more than Walmart. And so I looked at it and I said, if I don't find anything in this store, I'll probably come back and get this. So I went there and I went in the mall, the food court there, and I sat down and went back and forth about should I get it, shouldn't I get it, and I was eating and I thought, I don't know, I don't know, I want to pay that for it. So I almost walked out of the mall, and then I finally talked myself, yeah, go ahead and get it. So this is the first one I've ever bought from GameStop. But as I said, this is a tough one to find on the shelf, and it's a fairly scarce figure. And Spider-Man figures are generally a good thing to get. Because the series people seem to have a collector's interest in Spider-Man. So, still looking for a pizza Spider-Man. But anyway, I picked up Doc Ock. So, there he is. Anyway. But this is kind of a short video. Just want to touch base again. Like I say, I have still having problems with the internet. And I'm still collecting, of course. And going to be adding when I can. And posting these at the cigar shop. I'm just dying without my internet because I do a lot of things on the internet, not just recreational things, but I also do a lot of business on the internet, and it really hurts me not to have it. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base again, let you know I'm still out there, still collecting, and I'm still interested in what you have to say. And just a little short video. So to all you out there, I hope everything's going well. Be good and keep on collecting. And I'm signing off.